Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Out here on Torch Lake, had to hide under the beach towel so I could see the settings on the computer. But we're out here on Torch Lake, absolutely gorgeous, crystal clear water. Trolled. We're on what, day 3, day 4 of our trip? Get this all straightened out here, something like that. Day 3, day 4. First night, tried to do a little bit of bass fishing on Torch. Rather unsuccessful, to say the least. This lake's like 280 feet deep, 18 miles long, and there's literally no structure. I've yet to even see a piece of seaweed. There's some rocks up in shallow water, no fish on them. So all the research that we've done says these fish suspend over 60 to 100 feet of water. No idea how far down they suspend. No idea, honest to God, how to even catch them. So we went to a couple other lakes, caught one fatty largemouth, a river pig in a river in between Bel Air Lake and Clam Lake. Trolled for lake trout and Atlantic salmon for one evening. Really worked out the bugs on that trip. Somehow managed to get both downriggers snagged together. Caught a stick on one downrigger, threw it into the water, caught it on the Dipsy. So we got all of that out of the way, but going to go out here soon and start trolling again, trying to catch an Atlantic salmon. We caught a bunch of bass, caught a bunch of lake trout in our lifetime, but Atlantic salmon is, I'm pretty sure, just about the only salmon species that we have here in Michigan that I have not yet caught. And actually the state record inland lake Atlantic salmon came out of this lake. It was like 11 pounds or something crazy like that. So hopefully we can catch an Atlantic salmon. If not, hopefully we can catch a lake trout. If not, we'll catch ourselves one heck of an afternoon. But as you can tell from the title of this video, this is another Ask Hunters for Life episode. Oh, so mine as well. Get into the questions. We only have a couple, so this should be rather quick. I might have to go under the towel to even be able to see this iPad. Using this technology in the sunshine is rather difficult. Let's see what we got. Turn the brightness up all the way. Okay. Okay. Our friend Sierra Lowry just moved up north here in Michigan. Wants to get into bass fishing, wants to know preferred lures, general tips, things of that nature. Well, first off, don't come to Torch Lake unless the bass are up on their beds, or else they are nowhere to be found. But the nice thing about northern Michigan, and Michigan in general, is there's just so much water, even aside from the Great Lakes. There's, thousands and thousands of inland lakes all around. You got smallmouth lakes, you got largemouth lakes, you got some lakes that have both. You have some lakes that have both, but more of one than the other. So really, as far as in our experience, as far as smallmouth go, if you find a deeper lake with colder water and some rock structure, you're gonna find your smallmouth. Steeper drop offs, you're gonna find your smallmouth. And usually, when you get into the shallower lakes, shallower, weedier, maybe muddier lakes, that's when you'll get into your largemouth. But sometimes you'll find a fluke. Like we've got a lake that we fish up in the UP that only gets it's a bit, decent sized lake, only gets like 11 feet deep, and it has largemouth and smallmouth and pigs of both species. So there's always a fluke, but for the most part, your deeper, rocky lakes are going to have your smallmouth. Your shallower, weedier, muddier lakes are going to have your largemouth. As far as preferred lures, especially if you're just starting, you guys have heard me say this probably 10 million times. Senko worm of the goby baby bass or rainbow trout variety. And the cool thing about a Senko worm is there's two different ways that we rig it. You can do what's called wacky style, where you take a little circle hook and just hook it right in the center of the worm, so the worm kind of curls over the hook when you jig it. Or you can do Texas rig, which is good for heavy weed cover, because you can skin hook the hook and make it weedless. Definitely go with a Senko worm. You can throw them on just a regular hook, or you can put a bullet sinker over the top of them. What else do we? Rage craws. You can rig rage craws the same way. You can also fish them on jigs, and we like the green pumpkin rage craw or the Falcon Lake rage craw. And pretty much, this time of year, it's fairly tough to at least for us, fairly tough to find bass. So you're going to want to, hustle to find them. Ask people that know the lakes you're fishing. It's always good to find out a little bit of information on where you're going before you go there. Makes it a little bit easier. And then spring and fall obviously are the two best times to bass fish, especially for this lake. We were watching one of Chris Burlow's videos, or Burlow, I don't really know how to pronounce his last name, but he came out here with a guide, and they were just cruising along the shoreline up on a step ladder, spotting 4 or 5 pound smallies on their beds. And I think we're rather late for that because we're cruising around and we're not even seeing any beds left over. A couple, but nothing like there probably was 2-3 weeks ago up here. Hope that helps. If you have any more questions, feel free to send us a message. Happy to hear that you're getting into bass fishing, though. It's a pretty fun sport. Might as well get into the next question. Our buddy Big O, this guy's awesome. He's always asking us questions. Congratulations on winning that last giveaway, too. I got to put my iPad under the towel. It's like 110 degrees. He wants to know where on Lake Michigan we were catching the big smallmouth. And that was from our Unreal pre-spawn smallmouth fishing, I think was the title of that video. And that was Little Bay to Knock. I'm not going to tell you exactly what river, but it was a river that flows into Little Bay to Knock. And that narrows it down to like 5-6 rivers. But the next bass video we did was actually in Little Bay to Knock. So as far as Little and Big Bay to Knock go, they are probably, in my personal opinion, probably one of the best smallmouth fisheries. Definitely in Michigan, if not in all of North America, or at least the U.S., I would say. They get some nice smallies up in Canada, too, and down in St. Clair, but yeah. Little Bay to Knock. I know you're over in Wisconsin, so that might be a bit of a jog for you, but they get nice ones over in Green Bay, too, so once again, springtime seems to definitely be the best time to catch those fatty smallmouth. And I think our big one was 6.5 pounds and like 21.5 inches. But I told myself I can't mount one unless it's at least 22 inches or 7 pounds. Still searching. 3 years into heavily fishing spring pre-spawn bass. Next question we got. Okay, so a lot of people ask us for shout outs, and we tell them to comment a question that they want us to answer on the latest episode of Ask Hunters for Life, which will be this one. And for the 100 millionth time, commenting shout out ? Yes, we'll answer it with a simple no, but that is not how you get a shout out. So, I guess I put the name up there, so I guess he technically did get a shout out. But from now on, just because we didn't have any more questions, I answered that one. But probably going to stop answering those from now on. But if you have a question you want us to answer, drop it down in that comment section below. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for watching. I really hope, fingers cross your fingers for us, that we can catch an Atlantic salmon and hopefully some lake trout. It's gonna be a struggle. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. As always, happy adventures.